Hey, everybody. Let me see about adjusting this here. Oh, hope everybody's doing well. I know it's been a while since I've gone live. Just give me a few seconds to get stuff set up here. Right. Hey, Colby. Hey, Quint. Mute that. All right. Just pinned the link to the top. Anybody wants to join me up here, you're welcome to. Of course, Colby does. Hey, Colbs.
Hey, Tony.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Better than Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, at least I'm still alive, right?
Yep. Hey, Quint. Did you see I posted my channel link?
I did see you posted that. No problem there. If you go to when you go to copy your link and go to videos, it actually puts your name in the link.
Oh, wow.
Hey Winks.
Purple.
Well, I have my trip for this summer um, scheduled from August 15th to the 25th, I believe.
Where you going?
I'm gonna go out to Lake Cushman, the Dry Creek campground for 10 days.
Nice.
I do this most every year. We thought we were gonna do a different trip this year, but it ended up not working out for the other trip. So oh
Yeah.
well. So back to the lake we go. And hopefully this year it's not 70 degrees. It's more like 90.
Thank you, Quint.
But I know last year Purple Winks wanted to go, so letting her know chance this year. Just email Winks and we'll talk about it. Oh, as you can see, I got a pretty good backdrop right now. The sun is
You see what I
still.
put in for the bottom?
Would you put it in the bottom?
Look at the
Oh,
bottom
that's
of my name.
horrible. That's horrible. I don't know
How's
how
it?
to think about that one.
How
Are
is
you
it?
actually a brat though? I know DJ's a brat, but are you?
Yeah. You know me and DJ love Diz.
I hope so too, Purple. Gonna be another epic trip at the lake and great amount of fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy getting out anytime I can, even though I am out. But to me, this isn't the same as getting out there. I got a backpacking trip coming up next month. Me and both of my sons are going, so that'll be fun.
Hey,
I don't
Purple.
think
How are you?
don't don't think my sons and I have ever gone on a backpacking trip. A lot of camping trips over the years, but I don't think we've done a backpacking trip. And I'll probably be the one in the back slowing us down, because I'm an old man.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. I did pin that link, right? Okay, yep. Make sure. How's the weather over there, Peter? You getting those storms rolling through? know they're getting some pretty nasty stuff there on the east side. Better you than me. I finally got my first full day of sun yesterday. That was awesome. Yesterday, the day before, something like that. But yeah, I got back to Washington. It rained for a month straight. It was horrible. I know I haven't been live in a while. You can see I took a stick in the face earlier when I was out breaking up branches and stuff. The site when I got here was not clean at all. I had to clear it out. But yeah, you know, if I don't bleed when I'm moving around, I'm not doing it right, I guess. Usually it's my hands, though. You okay, Colby? No problem. Dang. That's pretty lucky, Peter. You must be just south enough to, their buggers are rolling past you. Oh, I couldn't imagine that. Remind me back when I'm taking the scouts out for trips. You got a dozen kids going out. Whew. More work than I want to do anymore. 5 days is a good run, though. I think our trip is 4 on this next one. Short hike, not really far. Smooth road for most of the hike, and then a little bit of trail after that. Not much. The in is mostly downhill. The out, of course, back uphill. But we'll be camping right on a river and doing some fishing. I'm going to do some fishing for sure. But I haven't gone with both of my kids in a couple of years. That's cool, Peter. Yeah, I'm between a mountain range and the ocean. So we get everything. And right now, luckily, we're getting sunshine. Well, for at least another 10 minutes and the sun goes down. It's 8:22 here. I think sunset's at 8:28 or something, or 29. I know it's getting longer every day. 8:30. So that's pretty close. So another 8 minutes to sunset, and then probably half hour, 45 minutes before it actually gets dark. There's no hills or mountains between me and the ocean out there, so it takes a while for the light to dissipate. Let's see here. Try to keep up. Like I said, I haven't been live in a long time. I just figured it's quiet. I think it's Thursday night according to my phone. I barely keep track anymore. I know the days I have to move. That's about it. I'll be here till 22nd, I believe, of this month. And then I'm going over to another park for, I think, 3 weeks, then coming back here. And I think June 22nd, I'm going to a friend's. Hey, Roy and Becky's Travels. Good to see you in here. And we'll be staying there for till July 10th, I believe. I'll be doing my backpacking trip while I'm there. And then we're going to head to the beach at that point and stay a couple weeks out at the beach. I think one of my kids is coming with us for that trip for his birthday. Spend time at the beach. So how you doing, Roy? It was good to meet up with you guys when I was down there in Arizona. I got to meet up with a few other YouTubers along my travels this year. I hope to get more next year. There's so many of us RVers that spend the time down in Arizona in the winter time. And it's nice to connect with as many as possible for sure. And then there's some of those crazy ones like Roy that how long you been sitting there, Roy? A long time. I know Beck, she runs back home every so often. Are you guys still down there in Quartzsite? I'm doing good. I'm up here in Washington and actually enjoying some sunshine now, finally. Told the wife next year we're not coming back before May. I'm not going to go through April up here again. It's just horrible. Last year it snowed on us when we got back. This year we had snow on the way, going through Montana. The whole trip was just crazy. Ended up just blowing down the roads to get back here, and then all it did was rain. So you gonna do an RV park down in Arizona, or you're gonna go back east for it? Yeah, I don't know how you handle the summers down there. My wife would shoot me this time of year. We gotta go. We gotta go. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I don't care about the heat. Your body adjusts. You just got to let it do so. So I would. I'd stay down the Quartzsite area, Yuma, Kingman, all of that. Okay. What's the reason you're going to a park? Just so you have the hookups? For those that don't know, there's long-term visitor areas in just around Quartzsite area, some in California, that you can stay 7 months for what is it, $140, $180 or something like that, and you can just stay all winter long out in these areas. They don't really care about after those months at all because there's nobody usually out there. Yeah, and which park you going to? Now, don't come here if you want cheap gas. Boy, don't come here. There's places here in Washington at $6, $7 a gallon. I'm lucky if I get it under 5 right now. I think I saw today where I'm going to stop tomorrow because I'm headed to Mount Rainier. I'm going to get it for like $4.35 or something like that. I'll fill the tank on the Jeep for sure. Yeah, Quint, it's crazy what it, and you wouldn't believe how many people do it. Um, Roy knows. It'd be quiet end of November, October, November. It'll be quiet. And all of a sudden, through December, January, it just fills up. And most everybody is paying for the long term. Oh, Hostlers, okay. Or Hasslers. I know that place. All right. I got to ban Quint. That's horrible. That is, oh man. And we got refineries around here, which I don't understand why we're paying so much for gas. Of course, you know, you got to have cheap fuel in Iowa because nobody wants to be there. I think I stopped somewhere on the trip back. I don't remember if it was Arizona. I think it was Arizona, not Arizona, but Kansas. We paid right around $3 a gallon. It was like, yeah, build the motorhome with diesel, build the gas with Jeep, or the Jeep with gas. It was like, oh man, because we hadn't seen those kind of prices ever, and we know once we get back to Washington, oh, we know the gas prices here are horrible. I even go to the local Indian reservation to get fuel. I think I paid $4.79 last time I was there. It's actually cheaper right down here, and I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, DJs. But I can't believe you guys are $2.35. Holy moly. Well, that's my problem. Mine's a diesel generator. And that, yeah, I can go. What did we do? We did 3 weeks out there in Quartzsite, Plamosa, and I used 1/8 of a tank in 3 weeks, which isn't bad for a diesel generator. Yeah, I missed that price. We filled up in Quartzsite before we went back to Yuma because it was like 20 cents more in Yuma. Everyone should come to Iowa. I didn't think that was an option. What's in Iowa? Quint. See, I'm in the wrong state. We thought about upgrading our solar. We don't have much. We have a little bit just to kind of keep our batteries topped. But we thought about it, and we sat in a Monaco gathering this year, the whole bunch of Monaco owners, you know, and every one of them was running their generators every morning and every evening, even with solar power. And it was like, oh, why would we waste the money on solar when we just run the Jenny? Which we only ran the Jenny to in the mornings, make coffee. Anytime we wanted to use anything heavy on the power, we ran the Jenny. And to just keep the batteries charged, we ran it morning, noon, and night. Basically, that was it. Hey, Greg, good to see you. Okay, pork chops aren't bad. Corn, give or take. Soybean, you can have that. Oh yeah. I don't know why 40 is so bad. I talked to a lot of people that travel down it, and they're like, oh yeah. I talked to a guy the other day in the last campground we're in. He's like, yeah, there's a bunch of people coming in with just their air ride systems demolished because of the road. And it's like, oh man, I'm going to avoid it, obviously. Yeah, and your rig's old, so it definitely is harder to get parts for. Oh, heck, mine's 20 years old. And I have an air system on mine. I don't have the stabilizer jacks. I have air leveling, air brakes, every air ride. It's all air system. And I have a pretty good leak in the rear. Luckily, where I'm parked now is where the rear's in the air, so I got it all the way to the ground. No leaks because there's no air back there, and the front end lifted up. And then still every couple days I gotta re-level the rig. But yeah, I got to get that fixed before we go back down south. October, I think, is what the wife's planning on. And we're going to be driving from Washington straight south to we're going to probably make a direct route Quartzsite. And then from there, figure out what we want to do, campgrounds in Yuma, stuff like that. But we almost always make a direct route to Quartzsite area. Not always the long-term visitor areas, but for me, I like to go out to what is Palm Canyon Road out in there. It's early in the year, there's nobody out there, and it's peaceful. We haven't done King Road yet, so I want to do that next year also. But we both do like it. Yeah, 17, it's got some hilling. We did that a couple of years ago. Not doing that again either. Even though what I got for a rig now blows the hills, this diesel pusher, it just blows up the hills. So it's not as big a deal. I remember a couple times over in California, we went on some roads. Oh, it's supposed to be semi-flat, smooth roads, good shape. Thanks, Chief. And it ended up being a severe windy road with severe inclines too. And that was my old rig, which climbing a hill in a gasser, yeah, you're doing 20 miles an hour at the best, which was fast enough for this dang road because when I was turning, I could see the bike on the back of the Jeep in every corner. It was turning that sharp. And there was a couple times that there was a power company coming down the other way, a whole stream of big rigs. And it's like the road's not big enough for all of us. So we're all kind of, they're pulled over as far as they can on one side, and I'm riding the dirt bank on the other side. It was horrible. Barton's RVing, welcome. But yeah, there's definitely roads that we have just flat marked off our list. Some of them because the condition of the roads. I mean, man, it's no fun to be white knuckle driving on a flat stretch because the maintenance on the roads is so bad. And like you're saying, Roy, with an older vehicle, like I said, mine's 20 years old, yours is even older, and it beats the heck out of them. Wild Home, thanks for coming in. We have been, Quint, for the last year, 2 years, we've avoided California. Hey, Chef. If we go back to California, it's going to be for a reason. The Sierras are beautiful, don't get me wrong. But man, California just stinks. The gas prices, oh boy. Washington, Oregon, California, horrible on the gas prices. But I love the beaches in Washington. I love the beaches in Oregon. So I know next year when we go south, we're going to hit some beaches in Oregon again. Some of the places we did like to stay and see. Florence, Oregon is beautiful. No beaches you can just go out and drive on, but still beautiful. Pacific City, there's a spot where you can drive out on the beach. That's great. And we like to go out there, drive out on the beach and just have lunch, picnic kind of thing. My wife's not much of a hiker, so the best way to get her on the beach is with the Jeep. Yeah, I paid $7 a gallon one time when I was in California. I had to fill the motorhome and the Jeep. Yeah, I was puckering on that one. I'm not, if I go through California, it's a short stint, and I'm not getting fuel there. I think last year we were coming down. We went through California for a little bit, went over to Reno, got gas, back through California, and went over to Vegas, got gas, back through to California, and just never bought gas when we were in California, except for the Jeep. I think we filled the Jeep up once, but it's not 128 gallons like the motorhome. I try not to get to half tank, but I push it sometimes because I can go 800-900 miles on a tank of fuel in the motorhome, which blows me through a lot. I mean, I went from Kansas, where I filled up in Kansas, went into Colorado, South Dakota, Montana, and got over to Billings, and then we had to stop and get gas in Billings. Prices wasn't bad. It only cost me like $240 or $250. $5.30 is not bad, Chef. There's places up here in Washington that are more than that. I won't be getting gas there. Like I said, I'm paying tomorrow when I go fill up before I go to the Mount Rainier. I'm going to be paying $4.39 a gallon. I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind filling up the small. I know I got 20-gallon tank in the Jeep. I don't mind that, but I'm not doing the fill up in the motorhome again. Not in California. Nice, Quint. I just did his rubs on a steak tonight. Kind of messed up the recipe. I put all my rub ingredients in a bowl, and I was going to make a mushroom gravy to go over the steak itself. Well, accidentally dumped the mushroom gravy powder right into the rub. So no rub, just a really good mushroom gravy. Yeah, I remember those days, Burton. I mean, shoot, when I was towing the trailer with my Dodge Dakota, that's about it. 100, 150 miles. We're getting fuel. Yeah, I was over on the beach too, Chef. That's when I got nailed hard. We filled up the tank and we just got the heck out of California at that point. Made it to Oregon. I mean, we just got into Oregon and got gas. We were worried about it too. Yeah, I'm glad you sent that to me the other day, Chef. I would have never known about that business part. So yeah, just click on his link there. It takes you to the Google Maps and do a review. It actually takes you to the Google Maps site, and from there you can do a review. Oh man, 30 minutes? That's pushing my luck there, buddy. That's like 9:15. We'll see. Cool. Well, I was glad to give you a good review and 5-star rating on the rubs for sure. Oh, and anybody here that hasn't connected with Chef, you need to. Well, I hope all your ratings are that way because make a good product. Personally, I like the habanero rub myself. That's even though I've already killed the SPG, the jalapeno. I got 2 bottles I haven't tried yet, but I'm sure they're just as good. Dead link, huh? That's too bad. Yeah. Never try again on that one, Chef. Said dead for me too. I like the jalapeno one. I got a little bit left. I mean, that much in the bottom of the jug, and I'm saving it for the next time I do some jalapeno poppers. So I'm gonna use that in the cream cheese for the popper. That's what I'm saving it for. And of course, Chef knows me. I'm probably gonna buy one of the big jugs to replace it. That, and I'm almost out of habanero again. I bought 3 big jugs of his habanero, gifted 2 of them, and I think both of them are going to end up getting back on and buying more from him. Yeah, it didn't work for me either, Roy. He'll work on it. I know he texted me it, but my phone's not connected to my computer. Otherwise, I'd pop it up. I don't think I have. Let me check, see if I have actually saved. I've looked up a lot of stuff since then, but no, too long ago. Only a couple days, but I've been doing a lot of research lately on trips I want to do and stuff like that. Hey, Kenny, how you doing tonight? Thought you were watching a movie. Everybody go ahead and try that link, see if that works. Yep, that's it. Comes up with drunkenchefrubs.com. And then down below, you can do the reviews. I'll tell you what, if you guys aren't hooked up with him, definitely do it. Nice, Roy. I'm waiting for Debbie to get in there. Is she out there playing with the ducks still? It's a nice evening to be outside, I'll say that. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Chef's rubs. I've done a lot of rubs. I have a lot of rubs. I have some that I've made myself because I used to make my own rubs when we go camping. I'd make up my own Ziplocs, and put what I wanted in it. But I never had the access to the peppers. Um, Never even thought about it. And then when I first tried the jalapeno rub from Chef, it was oh my, I like this. Then we used the SPG for some barbecue chicken one night. Oh, that was the bomb. Wife doesn't like it. She's not a pepper fan at all. No pepper. So always cook her food on one side of the grill, mine on the other. And tonight I did steak with the habanero, which, like I said, I'm running low on. So I'll probably be ordering some more of that pretty soon, at least before summer's out. I do have a couple new spices I got to try out. One's a nitro ghost pepper dry rub. We'll see. Nitro is usually about 9 million Scoville, so we'll see if it's any good. See, you missed out, Kenny. That trip you were supposed to be taking, you missed out meeting Roy and Becky. I know I was already gone halfway around the country by the time you left. Hey, Bud Nuggets, how you doing? So I hope everybody's having a decent Thursday. I know I dropped a video earlier, just like normal video, not very good, but it's the way I do videos. But I was sitting around doing nothing. Figured I'd go ahead and go live. I didn't see hardly anybody else up live at this time. At least not on my list. Double check there. I'm married. Mine are not self-imposed anymore. But I'm hoping to put together a decent video tomorrow. It'd be Mount Rainier National Park. And I can't video within the national parks, so I have to do tons of photos. I'll probably do a driving video on the roads because they don't seem to have a problem with that part. It's just when you get out and start doing videos out in the areas. Hopefully those laws change soon. You better hope it's sour cream. I haven't had sour cream in 20 years. I hate to say it, but sour cream is probably one of my favorite foods, and I haven't eaten it in 20 years. That's the worst thing on this planet for your gallbladder. That and a huge amount of citrus. So I don't do either one of those. I'll do a little bit of citrus once in a while. I know you do, Kenny. I just don't. I try to obey the laws. I hope the laws change because they're wrong. I'm not a production company. I'm one idiot out there with a camera. Victoria, how you doing, young lady? And I don't see the issue with me out there. And I have, don't get me wrong, I have some of the older videos where I didn't know better. I know not to run the drone, and I still don't do that. I hope to actually get the drone up tomorrow, get some views above here. But as you can see behind me, it's not exactly a great area to be flying a drone through. Yeah, the driving ones don't seem to be that much of an issue. So usually when I'm driving, I just turn the camera on in the Jeep and let her run the whole time. And then I do what I have to break it down, edit it out, and throw it up as a drive video, even in the national parks. I mean, I probably should go through some of my older ones, like when I drove through Zion, pull out the clips of some of the great shots that we drove through and pull that up and do an overall collage over my last, 4 or 5 years on YouTube. You've always been an outlaw, Kenny. You just don't drink. So you're little of a clean outlaw. Quiet listener, Victoria, that would be nice for the driving videos. You've heard the music I use, which is the same music. And I've looked through the free music on YouTube. Oh, man. Hundreds and hundreds of clips. But if you want to send me something, I'd use it in a heartbeat. Especially, man, that would have been nice. And I probably should have been filming when I went through some of the Indian reservations going from Colorado through South Dakota. Oh my gosh, some of those were just. My wife was screaming and yelling because, cliff edges, switchbacks, bottom of the canyon, back doing the same thing up the other side. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Kenny. I thought I did too. But I think I had too many of those smoking tickets. Now I don't really smoke that much. No, I smoke cigarettes, but. Oh, if you want to play for us tonight, Victoria, you're welcome to come on up. You're always welcome. There have been a few people, butt nuggets, that told me I should change my name to Stone instead of just Stone. But I don't smoke much of the pot anymore. Here and there. Yeah, me too. I kind of burned out on it. There was a time where I'd do about anything, smoke a toke, pull off a joint, anything like that. Anymore, I just don't care. I've been out for months, haven't really cared. And yeah, I can go right down the street to the dispensary and get what I want. I probably should because the wife's out of gummies. Well, we're going to bring Quiet Listener up here to play us a little music, I guess. After we visit, of course.
Hello, Tony.
Hi, young lady. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, but I'm still waiting for you and your wife.
Oh, man, we blew right by you.
Well, now my feelings are hurt.
I know. I thought about it when we are coming through the area too. It was like,
You know I can't
ah,
ship you those rocks. They're way too big, and the petrified stuff is too heavy. I could not afford it.
well, I think.
Just costs a lot in shipping to ship those.
Oh, I
They're
understand
all in
that.
my
No,
bathroom. They're right there in my half bathroom.
I'll put them in the shower so they keep clean.
And they're right there on the floor. And kind of as decorations on the side, the big ones. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a live of a yard sale tomorrow and Saturday, because I'm gonna be doing yard sale, trying to sell some things that we need to get out of here because it's clutter. And I'm gonna do a live, I guess, and just have people watching, keeping an eye for me, because the last time I did it, I had a lady steal some jewelry while her husband had my husband busy on some uh,
Thanks, Kenny.
outdoor lawn stuff, and I was with another customer on the other over here. And while we were doing that, she went into the jewelry and stole the jewelry. And I know exactly because there was only 3 people, and she was the only one right there. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a live, and whoever's in the chat, I'm gonna tell them, hey, let me know if you see somebody pocketing stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a camera up there and running, it's gonna be that way.
No, I do have. I've got a camera back there on my back shed, and I have a camera on the front posts in the front of our house so that it sees the road, the gate, and the front of the, you know, fence.
Right.
But the back camera shows almost everything. There's just one shed blocking it. And then it can't see too far to the back of the trailer. But yeah, nothing back there for them to steal.
So what do
uh,
you got for us tonight?
I don't know. You know me, Tony. It's whatever ends up happening. Let's see if I can. Let me make sure it sounds good.
It's almost a perfect fit with your background.
Thank you.
But as always, it brings me back to thinking about when I was a kid, sitting around the campfire.
Yeah, it's a calming thing. Hey, but Nugget, thank you. And Adventures. Kenny said they're gonna watch a movie.
Yeah, Kenny and Debbie are watching a movie. He's gonna leave us running.
Well, thank you for letting me come up. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing the yard sale for a couple days, so I gotta get up early and pull everything out in the yard and all of that in the morning. But I saw you was live, and I wanted to come up and play for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And to give you the shake of my finger for not stopping for those gum rocks. I've been
Yeah,
holding them for over a year. It's
I
looking,
know.
and they're still there. I wish you
And
could still
I
see them.
blew right on by too.
Right, right by, literally, the freeway is right there.
I know.
Which bridge did you go over? Did you go over
Oh,
the cable bridge or the blue
no.
bridge? The one from
Um,
Richland to
highway.
past
We
it?
went down towards Yakima, hit Highway 12.
Oh, so you didn't come through the Tri Cities.
No.
You went kind of around.
Yeah, we were in a hurry.
I mean, okay, well, I'm just not gonna ask no more. You're lost.
We'll
Well,
make it.
I'm still
Might be
waiting for my
another 10
bluestone.
years, but
And you still haven't found a bluestone that's just right.
I haven't found one for me either.
Ah, I'll have to look and see if I've got a turquoise in there somewhere. I think I
Oh, I
do
looked for
though.
turquoise this year and I couldn't find any.
I think I have a big turquoise stone that broke off of a necklace years and years ago. And I probably got it with other rocks somewhere.
Mm.
God only knows. I need to have the yard sale. My house is so full it couldn't hold no more. I feel like
Well, I
my
got
grandma.
buckets and buckets full of rocks in storage, you know. I don't even imagine what's in there.
I feel like my grandma sometimes because I used to look at her house and shake my head. She literally had paths that went through boxes tall, almost too tall for me to see over the tops of them. Well, some of
Mm.
them I couldn't see over the tops, but that's how cluttered her house would be no matter where she lived. And it
Mm.
drove me crazy. And I'm in a mobile home and I'm looking around and going, okay, Grandma, you don't live here.
Right.
So yeah, I gotta man up. You know, it's really hard to get rid of a lot of memories or
It is.
you know
When we
certain
sold our
things that
house
you
and
just
moved
like
into
a
the
lot.
motorhome, a 4-bedroom house to a, 800 square feet.
It's hard to get let go of those things that you as you're holding it in your hand and you can remember who gave it to you. Each
No,
person that
that's my
ever
rocks. I remember where I picked up my rock.
right, right, and that's the same way with here. You know, I've got things that really would are not of any use, like letters that
Yeah.
me and my husband wrote back and forth, little notes, letters from family members who have passed away, some of their Christmas cards. You know, they're no longer with me, so I just it's like they have no real purpose. Their memory, you know, and they're from
Well, they're only
people,
memories for you.
right?
So once you're gone, who are they memories for now?
Right, and that's what my husband keeps telling me. He says nobody wants all your junk.
Right. They don't understand what it means to me.
Right, I do understand
There
that.
are some things my kids that know there's a couple things that I own that mean so much to me and they know why.
Yeah,
And
a
they
lot of
they will
people would
carry it
like
down.
my collection of Native American things that I've got. Some of those I think, and like this ancestry picture up here. It's uh, about 200 years old. This picture on my wall. Let's see if I can show you. I don't know because of the green screen. Right there.
Nice.
It's that right picture below right there is my grandpa and my grandma. Well, that picture up there, the one that's over 200 years old, is my grandpa's grandma and grandpa.
That's cool. That's cool that you have that.
Yeah, so I know that some of my family, if any, certain things will go to my family, but like you was just saying, a lot of it doesn't mean to other people what it
What
means
it
to me.
means to me, yeah.
Right. And so yeah, I'm trying to, and I'm sitting there looking at my boxes and stuff. I said, yeah, I can let the box go. But then what do I do with all the stuff that I bought the box for to go in there? And I can't let
Night,
those
Greg.
go. Anyway, I gotta go to
Broken
bed.
Patriot, hey?
I gotta get up early, and so
All right.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to be busy the next couple days, so I'm probably not going to watch your garage sale.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Well, I hope you
It,
have a good sale and
yeah.
don't panic the whole time.
Yeah, it's just trying to get a little. Some guy gave me a fake dollar. I can show you that fake dollar. Where did I put it? I
You
got a
took a
fake.
fake dollar.
It looks really real, and it. He had it in with some other money the last yard sale, and so I didn't realize it. It looked like a dollar, and later I'm flipping it around, and something just wasn't in my gut, going, something not right with this dollar bill. And so I'm really looking at it, and it says something about it's a movie dollar bill. I think I got it right here somewhere. It's from a movie or something, and I'm like, why couldn't you just be honest and tell me you didn't have a dollar? But I have it somewhere right here. I do believe. Where did I put it? Yep, there it is. Now, here it is. Is the dollar that was given to me. Does that not look like a real dollar if it's stuck in with other bills?
Yeah, as long as it's the same size, that would
Yeah,
be hard.
yeah, it's the same size as a real dollar. Everything
But it
about
doesn't
it
feel
looks.
like one, does it?
It no, you know what kept look up here. See up there how it looks different than a dollar bill? That's because up there it says motion picture use only. See?
That's a collector's item right there, right?
So my husband's like, don't pay attention to the money. Somebody could slip you a fake 20 next time. But anyway,
I got something somebody's going to spend $20 on? Woohoo!
Oh, I've got a few things there that I won't ask under 200 for. I mean, I've got a whole collection of Star Wars memorabilia, and some of the little figurines. I went online to find out about the little, like, um, the space guy, the robot guy, R2D2 and 3PO, those
Right.
little figurines. Some of those are going for $10 to $15 a piece, and they're just little figurines. But because they're from the 1970 something, they're worth $10 to $15 a piece, and I've got a bunch of them. And then I've got the bigger ones that is like the big worm-looking guy. Anybody know about Star Wars? The big fat worm guy that took Leia and had her on a chain. I've got
Yeah.
that.
I
And
know who
then
you're talking about, but I'm horrible with names.
I've got Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the
That's
Hutt.
it.
There you
Jabba the
go.
Hutt. And then I've got the little horse critter thing on that snowy planet, and the figurine that sits on that was in one of the Star Wars.
That kind of stuff you probably should be putting up on eBay.
I my husband keeps. I just don't have the patience. I'll be honest. I don't have the patience or the know-how to try to figure out how to do all of that. And then how do you guarantee you're not going to get ripped off anyway?
Well, you don't ship it unless you get money.
Uh, See, I've never done it, so I have no clue. But I got a spaceship, and I saw if it was complete. It's missing, the big spaceship where the wings kind of opened like that,
The
and they had
X-wing
a
fighter.
laser. Well, I have an old version of that, but one of the lower wings is missing, and two of the laser things that was on it is missing. But
Well,
it
so
still works.
somebody still might want that for parts.
The lights all come on. The R2D2 turns and twitters and makes his noise, and the guy talks. You can hear the guy talking. It makes all kinds of different sounds. The aircraft. But I seen one go in an auction. I swear to God, for $1 million. But it was
Well,
complete.
Roy's right. There are videos on YouTube on how to do eBay.
Ah, that's true.
And you're going to get your best prices for those kind of classic items
Uh,
on eBay.
I have an old lunchbox with the Star Wars on it.
That-
I had the little baby that you squish his belly and it makes the Yoda baby, and it makes sounds. And just
You squish my belly, it makes sounds too.
So it's just a big collection of, and I'm asking 200 for the whole set. Now people keep saying, "Oh, that's too low," blah blah. I said, "Well, you want to buy it?" Well, no, I don't got the money. And I'm like,
Well, that's the problem.
right,
Where
so-
you live, you don't have a huge audience.
right,
So where you get eBay, you have the absolute huge audience, and you always add plus shipping.
right.
So shipping costs don't cost you anything.
Okay, so, all right, yeah, I just need to. Actually, I need somebody to take my hand and walk me through it.
Night, Quint.
But yeah, so I'm gonna get off of here, Tony. God bless you guys. Have a good night. And
You too, Victoria. Thanks for coming up and playing us some music.
You're welcome. Good night, everybody.
Well, it was nice of her to come up and play us some music. Can't beat that. All right, back to just me again. Anybody in here got any questions for me? I'd like to start with that. Hopefully my rock tumbler's not making too much noise in the background. Tumbling some really cool rocks right now. Sorry, I'm looking back through chat, make sure I didn't miss anything. Cool. Well, if nobody's got any questions, I'm probably going to wrap it up here real quick. But yes, I do have a trip coming up the 20th or 15th of August. If anybody's in the area and wants to join, they're welcome to. I'll probably put out something on my community page also about that. I know most everybody here is not even close to where I am. But that's the way it goes at times, you know. Let me see where I'm at. Just over an hour. That's not too bad. Glacier Shark, welcome in. Yeah, we left Arizona way too soon this year. I'll tell you what. Right after I met up with this guy, Chef, we headed north. Boy, way too soon. We got up here to Washington and it rained for the first month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So what are you doing? It's dark out.
Yeah, I'm out and about. My daughter's got a dance recital coming up soon, and it's that time that the dads get involved. So I just finished up my practice.
So you're gonna do a dance with her?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember the one we did last year.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's that time again. I think it's in a few weeks, couple weeks or so. It's coming up, so
So you're gonna try to lose
it'll
some of
be
that
fun.
belly fat and look like a big old
Nah,
muscly dad when you go in there.
nah, not even. I'm gonna put on a tight shirt and have that beer belly sticking out.
Right. That's what I'd do.
And when I lift my arms up, it's gonna stick up. You know what I'm saying? No.
Pull up past the belly button at least, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm gonna go buy me a triple X shirt because these 2X's ain't working no more.
Oh, I'm with you on that one. I mean, I don't have a
So
long upper body. I got pretty long legs, but I don't have the long upper body. And I'll tell you what, these XLs,
yeah,
no, I'll show you some plumber crack in a heartbeat. You know.
nah, I'm good. That's pretty funny.
So yeah, I told the
So
wife the other day, yep, I start upgrading to double XL. So she's like, why is that? Because I need them to go over the belly too. I don't tuck the shirt in anymore for a good reason.
I chalk it up to the clothes getting put in the dryer and they're shrinking.
Oh yeah, they're definitely shrinking every time they go in.
I'm like, man, these clothes is getting shrunk. I gotta go buy some new ones. Like, so, did that second link work? The second one I dropped?
Yeah, everybody went on there and took care of it for you.
Awesome. I'm not sure why the first one didn't drop. That was the one that I sent you originally, I believe.
Yeah,
And
that when you sent it to me, it worked perfect. So I don't
yeah,
know.
it's all good. So yeah, I'm driving, so I'm gonna put the light out, but I'm still here.
No worries.
What you been up to, man?
Oh, I actually got to be outside and enjoy the weather the last couple days because it's been sunny.
Yeah,
Um,
nice.
but yeah, well, I'll tell you that last month just flat out rain and nothing else. Horrible.
Wow.
Not even
We,
cold enough to snow. We got a little hail once, but which is fine. When I got a new tent and I was testing that out, so I was like, all right, we'll just set this thing up for however long. Like ended up being 8 or 10 days in the rain.
yeah, well, I wish we got rain out here. We could use that. It's getting pretty warm now, so it's drying up.
Yeah, but you be coming into your monsoon season pretty soon. Another
Yeah, and
month
hopefully,
or
and
so.
honestly, hopefully we get them because last year we didn't. There were some storms, but they were like on the outskirts of where I'm at, so we didn't really get anything.
That's what everybody was telling me when I was down there in Mesa. It just blew around the whole area,
Yeah,
which is too
sky was
bad because
dark
you
and
guys need
everything. And
water.
yeah, the sky was dark and everything, and we got a little bit of wind, but not much water. So it's kind of weird.
Night, Roy.
I was, getting ready for everything, tying things down, and getting all the loose ends, putting everything away and getting ready for it.
Right.
But nope.
Yeah, that's a lot of people still telling me that. Even east of you and west of you, I was talking to
Yeah.
people and there's the same thing. It come in and showed like it was just going to nail us, but it didn't.
Right.
And then this summer, you got a couple, or this winter, you got a couple storms that just blew right through. Dumped pretty good, but just blew right through. Didn't really fill up your water reservoirs.
Yeah. It said we ain't sticking around. Just kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking down there. I don't like what I see. I'm going to move on out.
Yeah, hopefully
yeah.
we'll get a little something. I mean, I don't care too much for the wind because it blows everything everywhere, and I'm always afraid something's gonna fly through my windows or whatever.
Right.
But we need the water, so
Yeah. I actually enjoy the wind. I mean, I'm born and raised up here in Washington, so the rain is nothing to me. But the wind down there is completely different than, we get 60-mile-an-hour winds coming through here. Yeah, it might rattle the cage a little bit, but it's not like down there where it just blows through everything because there's nothing to stop it.
right.
Up here, we have
Yeah, over here it's
trees
crazy.
everywhere. And without the trees,
The tree in my front yard. The tree in my front yard. I ended up having to take it out because it fell completely down, and I'm out there in the wind, freaking with a hacksaw, with a handsaw, just chopping it down. And I got neighbors coming, hey, you need some help? And the freaking wind's blowing and everything's flying by. I got my glasses on, and I'm out there just. It's like something out of a movie.
I hope I don't get stabbed in the back while I'm doing this.
Exactly.
Yeah, here, I mean, we get the same winds, but it's broken up so much by the trees we have. I mean, where I am right now, we had, I think, 40-mile-an-hour winds earlier today.
Oh,
It
wow.
rattled my tarp a little bit here. That was it. Because it's just blowing, it hits the trees and blows across the tops. Which luckily where I'm camped, I don't have any bad trees. One site over from me, there's a tree over there that broke off a limb about 6 inches around. It would have gone right through whatever was sitting there.
Wow.
But there was nobody. There's nobody here. It's crazy. There's nobody in this campground. They got probably 150 sites, and I think they have 20, maybe 30 of them full.
Oh, wow.
So there's actually,
quiet.
where I'm camped, I can see another person about 5 sites down from me, which sucks because I wanted that site. But it was like, oh, there's nobody here. We got a good chance of getting the good site. No.
That sucks.
But well,
Tony, yeah, I hate to do this, Tony, but it was just a short drive. But I wanted to pop up and say what's up, man, because I hadn't seen you in a minute.
No problem, brother.
But I'll be in chat though, because I'm gonna go in the house. Everybody's probably asleep right now. So, but I'll be in chat if you're still on.
It's only 9:30 and everybody's sleeping.
Yeah.
You poor man.
I'm usually in bed by now. Honestly, really, because I'm up at 3 in the morning. But so all right, brother. I'll be in chat.
All right, later, Chef. Thanks.
All right, later. Peace.
And those that don't know, I met up with Chef when I was in Mesa, California, or Mesa, Arizona, not California. That'd be horrible. And we sat and talked for a while. It was nice. I got to try some of his barbecued ribs. Yum. Very yum. I didn't even let the wife have any. That's how nice I was. Yeah, I'm going to give it another probably 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll probably call her quits. Anybody that wants to is welcome to come on up. No problem there. As long as I know who you are, of course. Oh, I ate good tonight. My belly's kind of giving me some pressure up and out the other side too. Trying to be calm about it. But yes, I do have a trip coming up, a backpacking trip. I'm kind of planning on filming it, but I may not. It's just me and my kids. So I may not do any filming. I may do some filming. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. As anybody that watches my content knows, that there's a lot of trips I do. I just don't even film. I take the cameras, but I don't film. I just did a trip a couple of weeks ago, and the only thing I filmed was a shot of the river, and that was it. Even though we were there 3 days and enjoyed the heck out of just being out in the outside, no stress, no problems, and not worrying about the camera too. Emily, how you doing? There's a lot of things I do that I will bring the camera, but 90% of the time I don't even turn the thing on. Tomorrow I'm going to Mount Rainier. I'll probably turn on the camera in the Jeep and film the drive. And outside of that, I'm probably just going to take pictures. Because I'm going to be right up on the mountain. Yeah, I'm doing great, Emily. And thanks for popping in. But that, that's what I think about a lot of times. Some of the places I go, I want to enjoy it. And sometimes when I'm thinking about the camera, I'm not enjoying it. So it's hard to really enjoy what I am doing and film at the same time. Because the filming of it takes a little bit of enjoyment, because I got to think about how I want to do the camera, how I want to talk to the camera, what I want to show on the camera. Sometimes that just takes away from the experience for me. So as my audience, you don't get to see a lot of that great stuff that I do. And then there's other times that, hey, I'm perfectly happy taking you along and I'm in the mood. Tonight's live stream is one of those times where I'm in the mood. Let's do it live. See how everybody's doing. I haven't been live in forever. I don't even remember the last time I was. It's probably been at least a month since I did a live with Wandering Monk, which we do lives on Mondays most of the time. I haven't for the last few weeks, because I did not have good internet service. Where I'm at now, I got really great cell service, so I'm able to use that. I don't have Starlink because I'm in the trees, and it's just horrible. The last place we were at, we had Starlink for a while, but it was intermittent because of the trees, and then a mouse ate my cable. Then I had none. And we didn't even have cell service very good there, so couldn't really do a whole lot. But here I got great cell service. My wife said it was T-Mobile and AT&T. No, T-Mobile and Verizon. I think in my video I said Verizon and AT&T, but whatever I said was wrong. It was the opposite. Verizon, yes. Got a great signal, Verizon. I think I'm pulling, 4 bars on 4G right where I'm sitting here, which is pretty good when you're in a campground. Not very much around me. But maybe I'll have a video out Sunday. Maybe I'll have one out next Thursday. All depends on what I do. If I end up filming the trip tomorrow, I'll probably pop it out on Sunday. If I don't, I'll probably have another video for just Thursday. Maybe just me talking to the camera and popping some clips up, stuff like that. But we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. Kind of relaxing, laying back. As you guys know, I don't really care how the channel grows or does anything like that. It's not my priority. My priority is to share my experience of what I want to share. And that's as simple as that gets. If you start thinking that my priority is to just grow my YouTube channel, well, I've been doing this 4 years. If that was my priority, I'd probably be way past the point I am in now. And it's not. My priority is to share with people that want to watch and enjoy my content. Even if it's horribly stupid videos, which I have tons of. I mean, I have tons of. And then I look at other channels that are just pumping out content daily. And it's like, yeah, their channels are growing fast because they're pumping out daily content. But how long can you do that before you absolutely just burn out? I mean, I burn out all the time. I mean, usually twice a year, I don't do content. Middle of summer, middle of winter. Hey, Tennessee, how you doing? You're welcome to come up if you want. But I don't, I've never cared about my YouTube channel. My whole idea of having a channel is to inspire and share. When I started out, it was so my family knew what I was doing. I'd always do these winter trips, and it would just always be me, maybe the dog. And nobody ever knew what I was doing. So, I watched a lot of YouTube, and it was like, all right, why not just share it? If you go back to my channel and look at the beginning videos, you'll notice a huge difference in content. Because back then, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just filming. Horrible filming. I mean, absolutely horrible. But, I'm learning over time. My content's getting better. I know it's slowly getting better because I'm not pushing for monetization like a lot of people do. Because I don't care. Even if I get monetized, what am I going to make? 10 cents? Whoop-de-doo-doo. I'm not going to be a channel that's going to get 2 million subs, 100 million views and stuff like that. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm putting out. And I want to thank everybody that does watch my stuff very much, because I do appreciate that. And I'm glad you watch and enjoy the content I do put out. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry, I didn't check the message. But I think for tonight, another 6 points, some odd minutes. I'm going to call it. That'd be an hour and a half for me, which is pretty good. That and the fact that it's, 9:30 p.m. and I'm still up. All right, Chef. Don't wake anybody up in the house. Let's double check in the chat. Does anybody have any questions for me? I mean, happy to answer whatever you got. As long as they're not too personal, of course. I mean, most question I get asked is, why do I sleep outside? All right, Winks. Yeah, just send me an email. We'll talk about it. Most people don't understand the fact that I've lived most of my life outside. I enjoyed just being outside. I'm outside right now. It's actually 60 degrees out, so it's kind of warm. I'm trying not to sweat too much. But I guess that's the biggest question that people ask. How can you just sleep outside anywhere, everywhere? I like to be outside. Don't get me wrong. I do have a really nice motorhome in here, a decent bed, a great bed, but wife loves it. That's what matters. And I have sleep in there when we travel and we're only staying a day or two somewhere. I sleep in there. But if I'm going to stay at any length of time, hey Ed, how you doing? You're welcome to pop up if you want. But I prefer just to be outside, whether the weather be good, whether it be bad, cold, warm, doesn't matter. I don't care. Just I'd rather be outside. And that's, for me, that's just the way it is. Anybody watching my videos knows I do all my cooking outside. I got a Blackstone griddle and a barbecue, cast iron barbecue. I do all my cooking on it. And if I want to bake a cake, I can cook it, no problem. Yeah, I'm with you, Tennessee. I'm with you 100%. I mean, I think we're at like 79% right now. Let me check, double check here. I don't want to be too wrong. No, 88%. Yeah, it was 80 degrees, 88% humidity today. And tomorrow's going to be 85 with probably 88% humidity. No, that sucks. Don't want anything to do with that. I'd take that dry heat, dry cold. I don't like the humidity. Nice. 36-inch Blackstone has 2 warming drawers and 2 air fryer drawers. I got a little 22 tabletop, but you know, I got to be able to pack it up and move it around, so that's what I got to deal with. But it works great. I do a lot of cooking on the Blackstone. It's nice to have a griddle for a lot of things. I've looked into getting a Blackstone griddle grill combo, but it doesn't cover what I want to do. Nice. I hope you don't get any more tornado warnings coming through. I know you live in an area that likes them. Of course, you're not getting the tornadoes, you're getting the stuff coming off the ocean too. All right, I got about another 45 seconds and I'm going to shut her down. I do want to say thank you everybody for stopping in, saying hello, and just enjoying it. Chef, you probably need to go to bed. Heck, Tennessee probably needs to go to bed too. He's in another time zone. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for stopping in with this and enjoying the conversation and sharing in the conversation. And I want to thank everybody and have a good night.